The Same Pain is a devised theatre piece on rape culture. The play was created to raise awareness about deep-rooted societal traumas and systemic oppression. A range of characters, creatures and spirits are brought to life on stage, to interrogate the theme of gender-based violence and rape culture. And for more on the play, we're joined by its director, Carla Fonseca, and performer Asia MacDonald. Ladies, a very good morning to you. Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
All right, Carla, I'm going to start with you. How was it working on a play that is about deep-rooted societal traumas in South Africa?
It was very natural for me because I tend to really focus on that, those kind of subjects. I'm really interested in telling real stories, telling our truths, and I find healing in that. I know a lot of people who have been through terrible, traumas, and so to work with a subject that means a lot to me, that's really important to me, I can find a way of, healing and just sharing the story, So hopefully one day it will just inspire change in people's minds.
And obviously these are real life stories. So how did you play around working on this particular production and without being insensitive?
Well, I love working on devised theatre, and Asia and I devised this piece together. We workshopped it over 3 months, really just discussing stories, our own stories and stories of others. We transcribed, we listened to interviews, we wrote diary entries, and really just put a whole body of work together, just files and files and books of writing, and eventually just stripped it down and figured out what was the most important without being insensitive. We're not trying to shock people at all, but we're trying to be honest and as truthful as possible.
Right. Now, Asia, this hour-long confrontational work, it comes at a very pivotal time in South Africa.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
Doesn't it?
Very much, very much. Well, I think it's very important. It needs a platform, there's a lot of people in this process of hours of writing and hearing people's stories. There's a lot of people who don't want to talk. A lot of people who are afraid of the stereotypes, who are afraid of being boxed into a certain category once you come out as the victim, So, yeah, it's been a journey.
How do we work towards breaking those stereotypes, though?
Well, first of all, for me, as my experience in this storytelling, and part of my story as well, is being comfortable and not being apologetic. Not being apologetic, and having that space where you're free to share, you're not being judged. Where it's a safe space. And that's the critical point, is finding a safe space.
And how is music, Carla, incorporated into this play? Meant to, portray some of the emotions portrayed at some of the scenes.
Yes, I love working with different, I love collaboration process. I feel that, I don't have the capacity to create something really, really brilliant. I think if a few people come together, then it can really become extraordinary. And so I'm working with Spook Matambo and Tato Mokata with he's doing the sound design for the play. And it's also interesting because we've got a male writer and a male sound designer involved in a subject that is, centered around woman abuse and gender-based violence and rape statistics, and they have to kind of become really sensitive to the work, and it almost forces them to empathize and really just become fully aware of the world that we're discussing and that we're showing. And bring in their, sensitivity, which is necessary,
And the play is told in 3 different languages.
Yes.
How's that going to work?
She speaks 3 languages.
Really?
So, yes,
I mix masala.
Okay, so what is it that you hope people will learn or take away after watching this play?
Wow.
I would like...
The underlying message that you want to put across through this play.
I want conversations to start. Just people to start talking and feel comfortable to talk around dinner tables. So it's not, you know, such a taboo subject where, no, we can't talk about rape, we can't talk about violence, whatever. When in actual fact, it's happening in so many households, you know, across the country. You know, our statistics are devastating. So we have to start the conversations. We have to be talking all the time, so that people can be more aware and really just stop, you know.
Okay, just a quick one. Where do you get hold of the tickets, and give us more details? And
so the tickets are available on the website sowetotheatre.co.za or on web tickets. It's just the same pane, and it's 100 Rand pre-book or 150 Rand at the door. And there's
and the dates? Give us the dates.
The dates from the 7th to the 10th of February. So it's now. In 2 weeks' time.
It's around the corner.
Okay, ladies, thank you so much. And
thank you.
I do understand that you started your masterclass on acting recently.
Wow.
It's my masterclass next week. Yes.
All right, no, ladies, thank you so much for your time.
Thanks so much.
The Same Pain is a theatre piece on rape culture and will be showing at the Soweto Theatre from the 7th to the 10th of February 2019.